Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you enjoy this video. Check out some of my other content and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can show support for my channel by liking this video and leaving a comment down below. Also, if you want to shop my website, that is lovedbyverdie.com, where I have cuticle oil, cuticle butters, and I have introduced nail grippers. Again, that's lovedbyverdie.com. So today's video, I am using the Enel Couture 123 Goes in extra long stilettos. So I am going to apply those with the builder gel. I'm going to do a design and then I'm going to encapsulate that design in builder gel. So first you want to start with, if this were your hand and not my flexi fingers, excuse me, you would start by pushing back your cuticles, removing that skin from the nail plate, etching the nail surface, and cutting down any length that is on the nails. For me, I find it's easier to get my full coverage tips on and sealed underneath without any gaps with shorter nails, because generally the tips we're putting on don't always match the shape of our nails. So the builder gel is gonna kind of fill in those gaps. So the shorter the nail, in my opinion, the better. So I'm gonna go ahead and etch the inside of these full coverage tips. And again, these are the 123 Goes in extra long stiletto. And what I also have started doing is on the top part of the nail, etching the cuticle area as well as the sidewalls, just thinning it out just a little bit so that it has a smoother sidewall and cuticle area. And also once you apply your product, you don't have to do that much filing because that's already pretty much blended in. So that's something that I've started to do as well on my nails. If you don't have an e-file, you can etch the inside of these with primer. I do have a full coverage tip playlist, so I have done that in some of my videos. I will link that playlist at the end of this video. So you just want to remove, after you have everything etched, you want to remove all of the dust from your nail surface, the nails, and the tips. I'm going to go in with Kiara Sky Prep and Primer. This came in their starter kit for their jelly tips. Again, I have videos on those, and that is part of my playlist. So if you want to see more of the Kiara Sky tips, definitely check out that playlist. I'm just going in with one coat of each. I think I kind of went in with a little bit too much of that prep. The nails should be wet but not saturated where the liquid's running to the sidewalls or the cuticle area. And that's the same for the primer as well. So the prep is going to dehydrate the nails, remove any excess oils, and the primer is going to work as a bonder to bond that natural nail to that first that base coat, and then it's going to, the base coat's going to adhere to the full coverage tip. So I did go in with a layer of base coat. I cured that in my lamp for 60 seconds. And the way that I'm going to apply the tips today is I'm going to do that thin layer of builder gel where the nail is going to adhere to the natural nail. So I do a thin layer of the builder gel. And then I just put a little bit of builder gel in the cuticle area and place that on the nail. And then when you press down, you'll see that gel move up the nail. So usually I put it all over the nail, but I think this method really does prevent a lot of the spillage. And then the gel really goes where you want it to go. So I'm going to show that a few more times for you. That's me brushing a thin layer of that builder gel. And the builder gel that I'm using is by Gershion. I did get this in a kit, and I did do a review of that kit, which I will link in the cards above. I haven't used much builder gel, but this worked really well for what I was doing today. So I will link that video for you. There was an unboxing video and then there was a design video. I'll link those both for you. And that way, if this is something you're interested in, you could definitely check it out. And I will add this to my Amazon storefront under under gels if you are interested in purchasing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish applying the nails. I am flash curing the nails with the lamp I got from XVX, and I did find this lamp on AliExpress. I bought 2 of them, which I will be featuring in an upcoming haul video. So that video will be out in the next week or so. And I did buy 2 because I do plan on giving one away. So stay tuned for that. Any questions about the lamp I got off AliExpress, you're going to have to wait to the haul video to see that. And then I'll show in the haul video if those lamps work. But you're definitely going to have to wait for the haul video to see that. And if you're not watching this in real time, just go ahead and check my list of videos for my haul video that's posted after this video. So after I flash cure, about 10-15 seconds, this clip is sped up. I do flash cure at the top of the nail, and then I move my finger so I can get that cuticle area. But after I flash cure everything and everything is in place, I put it in the lamp for a full cure. Flash curing is not a full cure. It's just to kind of hold it in place while you get everything you need done, and then you go in for your full cure. So after that, you just want to etch the surface of the nails because you're applying gel products and you want to make sure that there's something to stick to. Gel does not stick to shiny surfaces. It'll stay for a day or so, but it will eventually start to peel. So I'm going to go ahead and etch the surface of all of these nails, and then I'm going to start my design. Okay, after I've etched the surface, I did clean off all the dust, and I'm going to go in with another layer of base coat, and I cured that for 60 seconds. Now I'm going in with Model 1's nail foil glue, and I have used this before. I have a video, this glue versus the star glue. This glue didn't work for me before. It didn't work for me again in this video, but before I got rid of it, I wanted to give it a second chance. So obviously it didn't work for me. And I know a lot of people say, well, rub the back of your foil with alcohol. So I did do that in this video just to show that that doesn't really work in all instances. In some instances, it actually removes the design from the foil. So some foils do have that coating, but most of the newer foils, really don't. Most of the design foils really don't have that coating that needs to be removed with acetone or alcohol. So you could see that I wiped it a couple times and it started to remove the design. So no comments on removing the layer of the foil because in this instance it did not work. This wasn't the type of foil that you do that with. So I'm just going to go in with my star glue. For me, this works the best. So I'm just gonna let that dry, and while that dries, I am going to use iGel Beauty's gel polish. This color is Neapolitan Sky, And I'm just going to paint the other two nails solid. And then once those are painted, then I'll go in and add the foils and then come in and start working on some of the design. Okay, because some of the foil didn't transfer on the corners, I'm just gonna go in with that same color and just add a little bit more to the marble design. I'm actually gonna add some glitter gel polish as well. And the glitter I'm using is by Model Ones. It's one of their gel pots, and it is called Crystal Lake 005. So I'm going to add some of that as well to kind of tie in that navy blue and then that aqua color as well. And I did go in with 2 coats of the Neapolitan Sky on the solid nails. So my transfer foil wasn't really working well with me today, and I really don't remember where I got this particular foil from, but it really wasn't working with me today, so I'm just improvising here. And I wanted to do some ombre of sorts with the gel polish and the foil. I think the ombre with the foil will look better with acrylic, and I will be featuring that design in an upcoming video, so make sure that you're subscribed as well. I did ask in my last video what everyone wanted to see, and I did get a couple responses for builder gel. So I do have a lot of acrylic videos coming up, so I just kind of wanted to get this one not out of the way, but I kind of wanted to just do this one kind of to break up everything. But the next few videos from me will be mostly featuring acrylic from Shopped Plug, that's a Black-owned business, and then Eden's Rose, which is another Black-owned business. So I will be featuring their acrylics in a design video. And there is possibly a giveaway coming up for acrylic as well. So just make sure, make sure that you're subscribed. I feel like I have a lot of good acrylic content coming up, so definitely make sure that you are subscribed. And I have a few small giveaways coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So after I finish the design, I'm going to go ahead and cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then I'm just going to encapsulate everything in this builder gel. Again, this is by Gershion and this color is clear, obviously. And I'm just going to put this on, but I'm not going to go too much to my sidewalls or my cuticle area because I haven't used this in a while and I don't remember I didn't really remember how self-setting this gel was. This gel does self-level. Didn't remember how self-leveling this gel was. So this one does self-level, but I just want it to be safe. So I didn't take it all the way out to the sidewalls or the cuticle area. So I'm just going to move that around with my gel brush. And you want to try and keep contact as much as you can with the gel to avoid air bubbles. And you want to look at the nail from a bunch of different angles to make sure there's no dips or lumps or bumps. And I wasn't too concerned about the sidewalls too much because some did spill over towards the free edge of the nail, just because gel is so much easier to file. So I wasn't too concerned about that. I just didn't want it to get on the quote-unquote skin of my flexi hand. So I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate all of those nails. And I have used builder gel and applying it solely with the brush and solely with the applicator tip. The applicator tip is a little bit easier, but you're still going to need your brush to kind of get that in place. So if you don't have the builder gel with the applicator tip, you're not missing out on too much because you still need to use your brush to move that around. So I'm going to finish encapsulating those nails and you guys can watch me do that. Okay, I did go ahead and cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. I'm just wiping off the tacky layers so that I can do my filing. And filing with the flexi hand is a little bit different than filing when I do my own nails. But eventually you want to start with the way that I start. You can do whatever you want. This is just what I do. I do the sidewalls first, try and get that stiletto shape back, and then I go over the top of the nail, make sure there's no lumps, make sure that surface is as smooth as possible, and then I go in with my e-file and you can use a safety bit, or you could use your arbor band, your sanding band. You can use whatever you want to clean up that cuticle and sidewall area. Lately, I've liked this crosscut bit that I got from Pana, because it gets really up close to the area that I want filed, and also it's small enough. So it's small enough, and then because it doesn't have the safety aspect of it, you're able to get a little bit closer to that cuticle area in between that skin and the product. I wouldn't recommend using this if you're beginning. When I was first starting with my e-file, I did use a lot more safety bits. I don't use them as much, but if you're not using a safety bit, you just really want to take your time while you're filing, while you're using it, so that you don't cut yourself, because that mess hurts. And then you don't want to run the risk of getting an infection either. So just take your time, whatever bit you're using when you're using your e-file. So here I'm just going over the top of the nails, and then you can do the cuticle area or go over the top of the nails. It doesn't matter what order you do that in. This one I did the cuticle area second. The next one I did the cuticle area first. So it doesn't really matter. Or you can do them all like at the same time, like how I just straighten the side walls of all the nails. You can go over the top of all the nails and then come back on all the nails and do your filing. It's really whatever you feel the most comfortable with. And I don't always do everything exactly the same. It just, once you're in a groove or a flow, it really doesn't matter as long as you get it done. So there really is no right or wrong way to do everything. And again, I'm not a tech. This is just how I do my own nails. So you can take my advice with a grain of salt, but just do whatever is easier and more convenient for you. After I filed everything, I did go in with a buffer off camera, buff off the nails. I actually went and washed the flexihand and the nails with soap and water just because there was so much dust. I didn't use my dust collector. I'm not very consistent with using my dust collector, but so there was dust everywhere, so I just decided to wash off the hands. So now I'm top coating, and overall, despite how the transfer flow really wasn't working, I really like how this design came out. I really like these two colors together, the aqua and then the navy blue. I did haul a lot of Ideal Beauty acrylic and not builder gel, um, gel polish, and I haven't used it as much as I should be, so I definitely want to use those more. But let me know what you guys think about the design. So I used Kira Sky, Prep and Primer, Star Glue, tried to use Model 1's foil glue, didn't work. I used Ideal Beauty and Neapolitan Sky, and I used Gershon's top coat, base coat, and builder gel in clear, and then I used Model 1's glitter gel in Crystal Lake, and this is the final look. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed for the upcoming content. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon.